Yeah, it's been good so far. The identity is, I don't know, I feel like we're hard to beat. I feel like we can play with the lead and we can play when we're chasing as well. So yeah, I guess mentally we've been locked in.
You've been part of a lot of good teams here. What stands out about this group? I mean, you mentioned some things about the identity, but is there anything that's different about this group in particular than previous years?
I feel like yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're hard to play against. I feel like it's tough to get the chances, and hopefully the opponent feels like we're all over them, and that's kind of been the theme whenever we've been good. I feel like that's always been something that we've been good at on all the good teams we've had during the 7-8 years here. So I think that.
Culture's another thing that's always been really good here, but what is it like this year? How would you describe it?
Yeah, I mean, it's always been a thing since season one, and yeah, I feel like when new guys come in and they kind of get it, and then it's contagious, and we always want to win. And so far it's been good. So we, one game at a time,
Yeah. I don't know if your line is one that we would have put together on paper coming into the season. Your line right now, I don't know if that's one that we would have put on paper coming into the season or one we would have predicted. What do you think are the characteristics of the three of you that make it mesh?
I think we all bring a little bit of different things to the table. Me and Keegs we're kind of fast, and then we have Hurdle, who's kind of shifty and very good at protecting the puck, and when we get the chances, even though we should have had more, honestly, but we can put the puck behind the net.
What stands out to you about Keegan Colasar's skating? Is that something that is pretty underrated attribute of his?
Yeah, I think so. He's like undercover fast. All of a sudden, he just beats this guy, and then he's open. He's pretty good at sprinting.
Is that something that you noticed before playing with him, or does it stand out more now that you've been playing with him?
I think it stands out a little more when I'm playing with him. All of a sudden, he's all alone in an area, and you're like, oh, I didn't know you had that in him. So for sure, you learn a lot more about someone when you play with them.